Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some deep conversations today. Barcelona in a bit of financial crisis. What does it mean for the players that are linked from our side to go to Barcelona in the sense Christensen, Azpilicueta, Alonso? And also, what does it mean for the players like Ousmane Dembele that have run out of their contract? Lewandowski as well, possibly going from Bayern to Barcelona. We've got to talk about all of these things because every single one of these situations has a domino effect. Lukaku, Lewandowski, what do you want? Frankie de Jong is up in the market as well, and Manchester United's up for him. Declan Rice rumours. We've got down the track, we want to talk about Emerson Palmieri as well. Rumours about him going back to Italy. There's a lot to talk about. Let's get on with it.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, let's start with this particular news. FC Barcelona are facing financial challenges and they would not be able to register new players. Will Christensen stay at Chelsea? Now, this is coming from @Sport, which is a Spanish publication. It looks like they've got quite a bit of following as well, 1.9 million. Okay, so we're not messing about here. So, look, what does this mean? We've got quite a lot of players that are linked with Barcelona, Christensen being one of them. Let's start from there. Will Christensen stay at Chelsea? I don't know if we are willing to revisit this again. I mean, I want to know from you guys, would you be willing to renegotiate now that sometime today we're going to hear the official announcement that everything is done and dusted in terms of the Chelsea takeover? Are we willing to revisit the Christensen situation? Are we willing to keep him around, which will save us from going into the market for yet another CB? Jules Koundé is coming in because Rudiger is leaving. Do we keep someone like Christensen? Me personally, I think the situation is so sour at the moment. I'm not really sure if it's worthwhile for both the parties. I think it's fair enough for both the parties to just move their own way. Chelsea to move and find a new CB, Christensen to go and find new pastures elsewhere and new challenges elsewhere. And I think it's only beneficial and it's only going to be fruitful for both the parties. Now, Christensen rumored to go to Barcelona. Barcelona are facing financial challenges. They won't be able to register. And this is true. This has been happening all the way from beginning of last season with the whole Messi situation, Griezmann. So many players have let go. Recently, they've sold Coutinho to Aston Villa, and they're going to have to sell more players. Now, I think they'll be able to register Christensen. This was already done a long time ago. I think the AC Milan player Frank Kessié was another player that they've done the deal a while back. But they're gonna have to let go of some players, and I'm gonna get to why the whole Ousmane Dembele situation is so much in Chelsea's favor. We're going to explore this in detail, and also the whole Lewandowski situation. Should we pursue that as well? Because I don't know how Barcelona is going to be able to afford Lewandowski. Bayern Munich are asking for something around 30 to 40 million euros, and I'm not sure if Barcelona's able to pay that kind of money. Now, Azpilicueta as well. There's apparently 2-year contract plus with the option for another extension, 1-year extension tabled for Azpilicueta for a very long time from Barcelona. I'm not sure how Barcelona is doing that. Maybe it's because Azpilicueta is on a free, but they still would need to register new players. And they may have to, let go of a few more players. That's why Frankie de Jong's in the market as well. Marcos Alonso has been rumored with Barcelona. I'm not really sure now whether that is going to be quite possible. Marcos Alonso, I think last rumored from Chelsea, is roughly around 20 million pounds. Once again, I'm not really sure Barcelona can fork out that kind of money. It would be devastating if we don't get rid of Marcos Alonso this window somewhere. He wants to go. He does not want to stay at Chelsea Football Club. So when a player is in that mindset, I think we need to find a house for that particular player, a home for that particular player. Regardless of how certain fans feel within a fan base that, oh, no, he's a decent backup and whatnot. No, 2022-23 season, let's move Marcos Alonso on. If it's not Barcelona, we've got to find a way to send him somewhere in Spain. So, look, that's the mess that Barcelona find themselves in terms of financial situation. Now, the Ousmane Dembele, if they're going to bring in all these players, Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Azpilicueta, and they're looking at other players as well. Xavi is obviously going to want to compete next season against Real Madrid, the Champions League winner. Real Madrid looking like they're going to get Tchouaméni, so they're only going to get stronger. So Ousmane Dembele, the kind of signing on fee, the kind of wages, it's just not feasible for Barcelona. We could be in the shot for making this happen. And this is what's the next bit of news is. Ousmane Dembele is reportedly close to agreeing a move to Chelsea, which would be the first signing of the Todd Boehly era. This is from Mirror Football. They've got about, 600 and something, nearly 700K followers. Look, I don't know how they could be they're not one of those, Matt Laws or your, Fabrizios and all the other, like Mirror. I'm not really sure how much I want to trust Mirror, but at the end of the day, I think the link makes sense. There's no way Ousmane Dembele sticks around at Barcelona. Now, who's able to get them? Liverpool is probably going to be looking around as well. Sadio Mane leaving. So what does that mean for Liverpool? They could be up for Ousmane Dembele. Do they do that kind of deals? Probably not. But then again, he's going to be on a free. Wages could be a bit of an issue. But Ousmane Dembele has to humble himself as well. You can't be asking around that kind of wages. PSG, I don't know whether Ousmane Dembele is going to PSG anymore. There's big rumors that there could be, Sadio Mane could be up for grabs. Bayern Munich obviously in line for Sadio Mane. Kylian Mbappe, the kind of finances he's demanding and his new contract is going to demand. Financial fair play, I'm not really sure how Ousmane Dembele is going to be moving there unless they let go of Neymar as well. Now, that's another rumor just around the corner. Do Chelsea go into the market for Neymar? There's a lot of fans within our fan base, trying to entertain that. I can't see how that happens. Neymar's on some unbelievable wages. How we make that happen at Chelsea Football Club, once again, a player like Neymar will have to humble himself. But for me, Ousmane Dembele has been a number one choice. I can't think of how Ousmane Dembele goes anywhere else. Honestly, Bayern Munich are already looking at letting go of players like Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sané, Lewandowski. Is there enough, space there for Bayern to take a player like Ousmane Dembele and offer the wages? There is definitely space, but the wages, I'm not quite certain. Real Madrid, would they go for him? Eden Hazard looks like he's excited to stay and keep going at Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. ain't going to get displaced over there, so I'm not really sure whether Ousmane Dembele is a shout. He could be, because they do need a right-sided winger, and Ousmane Dembele absolutely fits that bill. But going from Barcelona to Real Madrid, I don't think that's happening. It's not going to be any of the Premier League teams, Man City. So Chelsea is definitely a huge shout for Ousmane Dembele. And Thomas Tuchel is the biggest factor in all of them. He's worked with Thomas Tuchel. So watch this space. I think this is something that makes sense and something that I feel like can happen. Now, these are the stats for Ousmane Dembele. 13 assists, 1 goal. You may say, it's only 1 goal. 1,400 minutes played, 13 assists. He's literally missed more than half the season, as you can see. Injured. But since Xavi came on, he was barely injured. I think it was around this sort of situation. What's this? I think this is February. Yeah, this is around February he came on. Just before that as well. I think it was around here. Yeah, November. Around November he came on. There was just a situation with the pandemic where he got tested positive. Prior to that, he had a couple of assists, one against Elche, one against Sevilla. Not in the squad against Alves, on the bench against Atletico Madrid. But after that, stellar February, March, April. I mean, just plethora of assists after assists. I even watched this game against Real Madrid, where they won 4-0 Barcelona. Absolutely electric. Ousmane Dembele ripped them a new hole. 2 assists there, and his creativity was in full plethora. So for me, look, we need this player. I know some of you guys don't like him, but this guy will literally set up players in our attacking situation. Now, in regards to, so that's Ousmane Dembele. I can't see how Barcelona does this. Now, in regards to the striker situation, Lewandowski, and I'll tell you why. This is why I want to have this conversation, a deep conversation with each and every one of you guys. Romelu Lukaku has been evaluating his situation for weeks because his intention is to clarify as soon as possible what to do with Chelsea next season. Romelu would like maximum clarity after such a complicated year. This is from Fabrizio Romano via Court Offside. Now, I want to ask you guys, where do we sit with Romelu Lukaku? I've made it very clear, I don't mind. And if he stays, we need to play to his strength. Now, the question is, should he stay? Should he stay? If there is a player like Lewandowski, who's most likely going to be in the market, he's said he's leaving Bayern Munich, and there's rumors that he's possibly looking to go to Barcelona, but how Barcelona registers him and also pays Bayern the transfer fees, I've got no idea how that can happen. Do we entertain, as a fan base, someone like Lewandowski? Who fits better, Romelu Lukaku or Robert Lewandowski? Who fits Thomas Tuchel's ideology a lot better? Is the fluid front three that we always talk about, whether it's Havertz, Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, would they go better with someone like Robert Lewandowski? And also think about Ousmane Dembele. Would he go better with someone like Robert Lewandowski? Literally, Ousmane Dembele putting it on the plate for Lewandowski to tap in. And Lewandowski, probably for me, if I'm thinking about from a Thomas Tuchel style of football, better in tight spaces. Close control is far better than Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku needs space. When it's a low block, I'm not really sure how Romelu Lukaku, copes. We've seen he doesn't cope well, and I'm not really sure next season what he's going to do. It is a question. Where do we sit? Do we look at a player like Lewandowski and go, do you know what? Let's cut our losses, get rid of Romelu Lukaku and get Lewandowski, get Ousmane Dembele and really revamp that forward? Or do we say to ourselves that, do you know what? No, it is what it is. Let's keep Romelu. We'll bring in Ousmane Dembele and see what sort of damage Romelu can do if we have someone like Ousmane Dembele. We need to revamp that forward pack, undoubtedly. So, ladies and gentlemen, you let me know. Do you want someone like Lewandowski and really cut your losses with Romelu Lukaku? Or do you think, nah, do you know what? Let's keep Romelu. Lewandowski, I believe he is going to be, just check this out. Lewandowski age, I believe he's going to be 34. Yeah, he's 33. So just enlarge that. He's 33. He's going to be 34 this year, 21st August 1988. So he's one of those players. They are getting better and better. It's not like he's like a Benzema. Do you know what I mean? Like, age should not really worry you too much. Last season only he won the Ballon d'Or, didn't he? So age shouldn't be a huge factor. He's only got one more year left in his contract, and he's banged in 35 goals again for Bundesliga for Bayern Munich. 13 goals in the Champions League as well. This guy is a phenom, man. Like 4 assists, three assists in Champions League, 4 assists in Bundesliga. So look, he probably fits our bill a lot better than Romelu Lukaku. And if Barcelona are unable to lock in a player like Lewandowski, maybe we should look into it. Now, with another twist in the striker situation and an attacker situation, Christopher Nkunku is one of the many appreciated players within Chelsea, but Red Bull Leipzig want to keep him at all costs and have offered him a new contract. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen a compilation of many goals Nkunku scored this season, and I kid you not, it is reminiscent of how Timo Werner used to score his goals when he was playing for Red Bull Leipzig. I am very weary about how open the Bundesliga is and the amount of space attackers get. I'm just concerned if this guy comes into the Premier League, is he going to have the same sort of issue? Now, a lot of people say, no, Miz, he's not going to have the same issue because he's got far better ball control, far better first touch, technically far better than Timo Werner. Finishing seems to be far better as well. Look, his stats are ridiculous as well. He's also got a couple of years left. So if Red Bull Leipzig was to look to sell, it's probably this season. 20 goals in the Bundesliga, 15 assists. So he's someone who is creative as much as he's a goal-scoring machine. In the Champions League, 7 goals, 2 assists as well. So it's not like he's just been bossing it in the Bundesliga. In the Champions League as well, he's done just as much as damage. He can play multiple of positions, left mid, right mid, attacking mid, second striker, centre forward. That's what makes him very, very exciting. As I said, I've not watched enough of Red Bull Leipzig to comment too much, but his stats are ridiculous. His stats are absolutely ridiculous. I'm just worried. Is this another one of those Bundesliga situation where a player looks great in that league and as soon as they come to the Premier League, you're having one? But he could possibly play in that Thomas Tuchel. He probably would fit that Thomas Tuchel mold. Do you know what I mean? Fluid front three, can play plethora of position in the front, versatile, and this is what we are looking for in our play in the attacking side. So let me know. Once again, cut loose with Romelu Lukaku or keep him. Bring in Lewandowski or Nkunku. If Ousmane Dembele is not possible, do you go for someone like Nkunku? So let me know how your combination, what would you like to do? Or do you not do anything and just keep the brothers that we already have, Christian Pulisic, Ziyech, Mount, Havertz, and the like? So let me know about that. Now, let's talk about this situation, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not discount the possibility that Chelsea go back for Declan Rice. This Chelsea squad needs a revamp. Players will leave. I'm told his name is still discussed as a potential signing. This is from Dean Jones Soccer. Dean Jones is well connected when it comes to transfer news. Declan Rice, look, guys, at this moment, I'm fed up with this situation. If Chelsea want him, let's get him. Look, I've always said he's not a bad player. He's just not someone that I picture our football to be played in the way his skill set is designed. Now, I see ourselves far more possession-based, controlling possession, and I don't see how Declan Rice is someone. He's far better, in my opinion, when it comes to counter-attacking football. He's not someone who's going to enjoy having possession 70, 65% of the time. I know you're going to say, but Miz, it's not about how much possession you have. It's about what you do with the possession. Sometimes keeping possession is a mechanism to defend as well. Not allowing your opposition have the ball is you defending. So look, Declan Rice, I just feel like with Declan Rice, we're looking to play far more direct, which is fine, but then you're going to have a lot of transition. It's going to be a bit of a basketball match. And does that get the best out of us? Maybe. I don't know. He's probably best when it is a back and forth. He's best at breaking down transitions. But is that the kind of football that we want to play? We want to allow our opposition to have goes at us as well? Or do we want to have players that are going to hold possession and not allow the opposition to see anything? As soon as they get the ball, we counter press and win it back. Like, how do we want to play our football? Look, at the end of the day, West Ham have all the power for this particular player. He's still got 2 more seasons to go, plus West Ham has another season option to trigger. So complete power. So basically 3 seasons to go. West Ham are in no hurry. That's why they're slapping on 100, 120 million. Now, if you can get him for even 80 million, I think that's still too much. But if that's what Chelsea wants, we're going to get rid of a lot of players. That's a lot of money to spend on Declan Rice, man. When you got players like Basuma for 30 million, when you got players like Julian Weigl as well, who's been rumored to leave. Julian Weigl is another player that's played under Thomas Tuchel, would fit that exact mold, the way we want to play in terms of a register kind of a player, deep lying player. But we're so heavily linked with this player. I'm now sort of resorting to the situation that it is what it is. Let's just get him. But I'm just concerned, if we get someone like Declan Rice, how much money do we now have left for other areas? He is going to cost a lot of money. His wages, West Ham offered him 200k. Do we offer him something less? How will he accept that? I'm not really sure. I'm really not sure how this works out. That's why I think he stays at West Ham and then we look at him next season. Juventus and Lazio are interested in Chelsea defender Emerson Palmieri this season. Look, I've said this. This player, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he wants to stick around at Chelsea. I really don't. He's going to come in and he's going to be second fiddle to Ben Chilwell. And he's been second fiddle far too many times. Best is for us to find a way to send him away to Italy. If there's interest from there, get some money out of it and really go out there and buy a more expressive left-sided player. Ivan Perisic is already gone on a free. Borna Souza is there. Mark Cucurella is there. I know Cucurella is going to cost a lot of money. Borna Souza, there's some high praises. Look into these sort of players. I think there was rumors about Rome as well. The player that plays in Italy, I think Atalanta, if I'm correct, plays for Germany. So, look, I think this particular player probably needs to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps us up. A lot about Barcelona. I want to hear from you guys. The whole Christensen, Aspi, Marcos Alonso, Ousmane Dembele, Lewandowski situation, Lukaku as well, Declan Rice. Would love to hear what you guys think about this. If you've enjoyed this, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. We shall be back with another segment of Chelsea transfer bonanza. It's mad in the hood.